Hi, I'm Michael Josh, and you're watching Gadget Match. This week in Shanghai, China, Xiaomi announced the successor to its near borderless smartphone. This is our Mi Mix 2S unboxing and hands-on. Alright, this is exciting. It's actually our first time to unbox a Mix phone, and as you can tell by the box, this is Xiaomi's most premium line. If you flip the box around, you'll see that the Mi Mix 2S has 8GB of memory and 256GB of storage. Okay, let's start. First, let's take this lid off. And you'll find a letter from Xiaomi founder and CEO, Lei Jun. Unfortunately, we can't read Mandarin. If you guys know what it says, leave a message in the comments section below. Okay, let's see what else is in here. A USB-C cable, quick charger, and we have the Mi Mix 2S in white over here. But let's set that aside for now and see what else is in the box. Ooh, another box. Manuals, headphone jack to USB-C adapter, SIM ejector tool, and last but not the least, a white case to match the white phone. It really has a nice matte texture to it, and it's soft enough, but not like a jelly case. That's it. Like any other Xiaomi phone, no headphones in the box. Okay, now let's get to the phone. Let's peel this off. Look at that screen. No notch, folks. Let's flip this over, and as you can see, the biggest difference is the dual camera is now found on the Mix line too. You also have NFC here at the back and the fingerprint sensor. Okay, let's peel this thing off too. Wow, so pristine. It's made of the same ceramic back used on the Mi Mix and Mi Mix 2. Okay, let's try this case on. Perfect fit. It adds just a tiny bit of bezels around the sides, but that's okay. Protection is important. It actually looks and feels really nice with the case on and doesn't ruin the design of the phone. Let's power on the phone and roll spec sheet. Xiaomi wasn't the first one to do this, but they were the folks that made borderless phones go mainstream. Now, Xiaomi says the Mi Mix 2S represents their dedication to cutting-edge technology and top-notch design. No pun intended.
In 2018, where almost every new smartphone has a notch, it's refreshing to see Xiaomi stick to this form factor. And why wouldn't they? Despite everything we've seen so far, it's still one of the most beautiful phones out there. This form factor won a ton of industrial design awards that Xiaomi is really proud of. The compromise? The selfie camera is still here at the bottom. That's to keep the top bezel as seamless as possible. If you don't take a lot of selfies, this shouldn't really be a problem. And if you do, you can always rotate your phone like so. The only time this would be an issue is when you use a selfie camera for video calls or Instagram stories. Unlike the Mi Mix 2, the Mix 2S will not come in a special edition unibody ceramic versions. Instead, we're getting two colors by default, black and white. Xiaomi says the ultimate vision for the Mix line is for your phone to be an unblemished piece of glass, and the black version is the closest we have to the future. No notch, no bezels, even the front camera has a black coating to make it look seamless. But we really like the white version. Even if the front camera sticks out, it's a refreshing sight in a sea of black phones. It's less of a fingerprint magnet, and it matches outfits so much better too.
Now, one complaint users have about notch phones is that sometimes the notch blocks content when maybe playing a game or watching a video. That's not the case on the Mi Mix 2S.
Videos fill up the entire screen as long as the app supports taller aspect ratios. One caveat though, Netflix doesn't work on all MIUI versions. It doesn't even show up on the Google Play Store.
And that's a shame because the viewing experience on the Mi Mix 2S is pretty great. But we love our Netflix.
Other than that, Xiaomi kept the same LCD display from the previous generations. It's not the brightest we've seen, but it's bright enough for use under the sun.
Like many new phones this year, the biggest upgrade on the Mi Mix 2S is its camera.
Not only does the Mi Mix 2S have dual cameras, it's also now equipped with AI.
Although the unit we have doesn't have final software yet, so we weren't able to test features like scene detection and dynamic bokeh. Having said that, here are what initial photos look like versus its predecessor.
The Mi Mix 2S's photos are noticeably better. The camera focus is faster, colors are more accurate, Images are sharper without being over-sharpened. Selfies are also not as mushy as before, but still the sore point of this phone. It's still too tight for our liking, making group selfies almost impossible. Low light has always been a weak point for Xiaomi phones, but improvements can now be seen on the Mi Mix 2S's main rear camera. The second camera on the Mi Mix 2S is a telephoto lens for those zoomed-in shots.
Portrait mode on the Mi Mix 2S actually works surprisingly well.
When you open the camera app, squares will appear that detect faces and determine the cutout. Even in challenging situations where you have a busy background, or if your subject is backlit, or when you have longer wavy hair, the Mi Mix 2S does a good job. Here are more sample photos we took around Shanghai. Even if the Mi Mix 2 got a high photo score of 101, DxOMark gave it a lower 88 for video performance, which is usually the case for a lot of smartphones. Even with OIS, videos shot on the Mi Mix 2S can still be a little shaky. But we really like how well the built-in time-lapse feature works. Battery life on Xiaomi phones is usually what we're most impressed with, and the Mi Mix 2S is no exception. After a whole day of taking photos and videos, checking emails, writing, and a lot of social media, we still managed to get a little above 5 hours of screen on time. And if you need to top it up, the Mi Mix 2S now supports Qi wireless charging, and Xiaomi will also start selling its own wireless charger. It charges at a maximum of 7.5 watts, a little slower than Samsung's, but like any Xiaomi product, you can get it for a fraction of the cost at just 99 Chinese yuan, or about $15 US.
So, is the Mi Mix 2S your gadget match?
If there's one thing we're sure of at this point, it's that the Mi Mix 2S is proof that Xiaomi's 7-year reputation of building high-quality products for less is here to stay. The Xiaomi Mi Mix 2S will be available in China starting next week, and prices start at just under 3,300 Chinese yuan.
We're just waiting for the final software to roll out in the next week or so, and then we'll proceed with our full review, and I'll tell you then. Until that time happens, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, follow Gadget Match on social media, and make GadgetMatch.com your daily habit. Until the next video, I'm Michael Josh. Thanks for dropping by.